Morning, students. We are studying the chapter The Happy Prince. This is a very interesting chapter, as in this chapter we come to know that there is a statue of a prince, but the statue can speak. The statue was quite sad after seeing the condition of the poor people in his city. So he took help of a swallow, a bird, and he asked the swallow to help the people one by one. So here in the previous video we have studied about two little boys. They were under the bridge, and at that time a watchman shouted that you must go from here, and so they were now in the rain. So students, let us begin. I am covered with fine gold, said the prince. You must take it off leaf by leaf and give it to the poor. The living always think that gold can make them happy. So now the prince ordered the swallow that I am covered with gold. Okay, I am fully covered with gold. What you should do, you take leaf by leaf from me. Okay, leaf by leaf from me and give that to those people, they will feel happy. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold the swallow picked off till the happy prince looked quite dull and grey. Now his all the gold was taken away by the swallow. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold he brought to the poor, and the children's face grew rosier, and they laughed and played in the street. We have bread now. So now the swallow gave that gold to the little children, and now they were happy. They were thinking that now they are going to get food. Then the snow came, and after the snow came the frost. So now it was a snowfall, and after that snowfall there was a frost. There was no sunshine. The streets looked as if they were made of silver. So because of the snowfall, everywhere there was a silver color that was dominating. Everybody went about in furs, and the little boys wore scarlet caps and skated on the ice. So now everyone was enjoying winter season. They were wearing furs, heavy coats, they were wearing caps, they were wearing, and they were playing in the snow. The poor little swallow grew colder and colder, but he would not leave the prince. He loved him too well. But that swallow who was supposed to fly to Egypt because of the warmth of the sun there, and here the colder season was there, so he wanted to flew, but he stayed there. He was feeling cold and cold, but he did not want to leave the prince. He loved the prince so much. He picked up crumbs outside the baker's door when the baker was not looking, and tried to keep himself warm by flapping his wings. So for eating, he ate breadcrumbs, and he was flapping his wings to keep himself warm. But at last he knew that he was going to die. He had just enough strength to fly up to the prince's shoulder once more. Goodbye, dear prince, he murmured. Will you let me kiss your hand? So then the swallow now knew that he is not able to live long. He is going to die. But for all his strength, he gathered his strength, and he flew up to Prince's shoulder to say him goodbye. In a low voice he said, will you let me kiss your hand, my dear prince? Then the prince said, I am glad that you are going to Egypt at last, little swallow, said the prince. You have stayed too long here, but you must kiss me on the lips, for I love you. Then he said, the prince replied that I am very happy that now you are leaving for Egypt at last. You have stayed for a long time for me, so you must kiss me on the lips, for I love you. As I love you, you can kiss me on the lips. It is not to Egypt that I am going, said the swallow. I am going to the house of death. Death is the brother of sleep, is he not? Now swallow told him that I am not going to Egypt now. I am going to die. I am going to die, and death is a brother of sleep. And he kissed the happy prince on the lips and fell down dead at his feet. So at that time only, as he kissed the prince on the lips, he fell down dead on his feet. At that moment, a curious crack sounded inside the statue, as if something had broken. The fact is that the leaden heart had snapped right in two. It certainly was a dreadfully hard frost. So at that time, a sound came from the statue, cracking sound. That means leaden heart. Now, the heart, the heart has broken into two. Early the next morning, the mayor was walking in the square below in the company with the town councils. As they passed the column, he looked up at the statue. Dear me, how shabby the happy prince looks, he said. Then, when the officials of the city were walking in the square, they saw that, and one of the officer, he cried, he shouted that what happened to the happy prince, how shabby he is looking. Shabby means, worn out, purana sa. How shabby indeed, cried the town councillor, who always agreed with the mayor and then went up to look at it. The ruby has fallen out of his sword. His eyes are gone and he is golden no longer, said the mayor. In fact, he is little better than a beggar. Then he saw, they just observed that ruby was not there, eyes were not there, even gold was not there, and then he is a little better than a beggar. So this kind of condition was that of the statue of prince. Little better than a beggar, said the town councillor also. And here is actually a dead bird at his feet, continued the mayor. Then he saw there is a dead bird at his feet. We must really issue a proclamation that birds are not allowed to die here. So they said we must make an announcement to tell everyone that birds are not allowed to die here. And the town clerk made a note of the suggestion, and town clerk noted the suggestion. So they pulled down the statue of the happy prince, as he is no longer beautiful, he is no longer useful, said the art professor at the university. So what they did, they took that statue from that place, as it was not beautiful, as it was not useful. Then they melted the statue in a furnace. Now the statue was melted in a furnace. Furnace hota hai bhatti. What a strange thing, said the overseer of the workmen at the foundry. This broken lead heart will not melt in the furnace. We must throw it away. So they threw it on a dust heap where the dead swallow was lying. Now, the workman, the person who was working at the furnace, he said, it is quite amazing that the heart that is made of lead, that is not melting. So in furnace it is not being melted, so it must be thrown away. So they threw it where the dead swallow was lying. Bring me the two most precious things in the city, said God to one of his angels. And the angel brought him the leaden heart and the dead bird. So the God asked one of his angels that from this city bring me the two most precious things of this city. Then the angel he brought the leaden heart and the dead bird. You have rightly chosen. The God said, your choice is right. For in my garden of paradise this little bird shall sing for even more, and in my city of gold the happy prince shall praise me. So here the God values those two. They were so nice for mankind that God wanted to keep them with him. So students, this is all about your chapter. It is written by Oscar Wilde. Then this chapter is very beautiful, and it gives us message also that apart from every pleasure, the pleasure in helping is the most precious pleasure. So students, we will do the question answers in the next video. Till then, revise the chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.